Disclaimer, I may say things in these videos that will come off as offensive. If they do come off as offensive to you, go home and reevaluate your life, for you have none.
Huh. Huh. Yep. That's treasure. Shiny.
Ah. Hey, Bones.
Dude, where the hell have you been? It's almost March. What the hell's up with your hair? You look like a Viking.
I went raiding in England. It's pretty sweet.
You went... Okay. Well, I suppose that explains all the treasure. But that's pirate treasure. You're a Viking.
Actually, I never said I was a Viking. But, we did fight pretty hard. Battle was glorious.
Huh. Well, you still look like a Viking.
How about now?
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, what was that part about battle?
Battles are being fought on the internet, people. I'm gonna try really hard not to get a noise complaint with this one. Hello, Internet. I'm back again and... So I'm back. I kind of went on hiatus for a little bit. Holiday season, a lot of weird medical stuff, and a lot of issues with my car kind of prompted me to take a little time off, take a little break. But I'm back. And I'm here to talk today about battle, or rather just conflict in general, and how it pertains to gamers. So here's another episode of... I forgot the name of the miniseries, dude. Oh, Gamer Points. Welcome to episode 2 of Gamer Points. I got it. Yeah. So, conflict. Usually, it's like the general definition is something along the lines of just fighting or, discord between two factions or two people or two groups of people or whatever else. But gamers have a very interesting kind of conflict. Now, I understand that a lot of gamer conflict is derived from that multiplayer, sort of tough, I'm crushing the noobs kind of thing. That makes a lot of perfect sense to me. I mean, I've been there, and I've also been the noob, and when you're playing competitively, it's pretty fun. However, conflict on the internet kind of needs to take a nice little break. We need to kind of slow down. Because we've developed this huge internet culture of people just bitching all the time about things, and about each other. Most notably, gamers being pissed off with the gaming companies, like EA, a few others. I know that EA is sort of the evil empire of gaming, as it were, but at the end of the day, it's a bunch of people just trying to make a living. And if they can't make their money back and some, so that they can, work on other projects, they're gonna die, and then they aren't gonna produce anything, and we won't have any fun games or anything to play. So you have to kind of understand these gaming companies really do have a sort of quota to meet. And in doing so, they do things that we don't really like.
Microtransactions, day one DLC, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. And this causes a lot of gamers to not really enjoy their games as much because they're really focused on the things that bother them. But it's not just about bitching about the gaming companies. There are a lot of reasons why they do these things, and not all of them are great. And we're always going to be upset with them for it. Some of us will bear it, some of us won't. But what you have to understand is that not all of us have that neckbeard mentality that makes us bitch incessantly about everything. Because these people get on the internet and they talk about everything. A celebrity can't sneeze in an elevator without a neckbeard blogging about it the next day. A gaming company can't release a game without reviews plastered across the internet of the beta and how awful it was. The sad thing is, we've come to expect everything to meet a certain standard, and 9 times out of 10 it won't. What you have to do is enter into a situation, whether it be about cinema, or gaming, or even just meeting new people, with a sort of open mind. Enter into the situation with an open mind, don't enter with any high expectations, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. That's what I do. When it comes to gaming, every new game is a new experience. I don't look up reviews, I don't, I don't get into it. I don't follow what people tell me about movies, games, music. I just listen to it, watch it, play it for myself, and see if I like it. It's the same thing with people. When people tell me this person's bad or whatever, I don't really form an opinion until I've actually met the guy, whoever it is. Either way, what I see is that there's way too much bitching on the internet. It basically needs to stop. People are going to bitch about everything, like even politics. And the sad thing about these neckbeards is that they spent their whole life under some form of conflict, and it's rather sad. Some of them have had to deal with, internal family conflict. Some of them have constantly had to fight their way through school because they've been picked on all the time, and that's kind of sad, and it's really messed up. But taking your anger out on a bunch of people who are basically the same as you that's kind of pathetic, man. Especially when it has to do with something that everybody loves. Why can't we all love all aspects of it? Or just silently love the singular aspects of it that we like? Namely Star Wars. One of the biggest things that'll drive me crazy is when these fanboys bitch and complain. And I mean full-on autistic screaming. Like that. But they make that noise about how George Lucas made the prequels all different, or how the Clone Wars is too kiddie or whatever. I'm sorry, but I've watched the Clone Wars all the way through, and there's some pretty graphic shit in there for a kid's show. Now, admittedly, it's really cartoony, but I still like it. I like all of Star Wars. I know I'm going to catch hell for this on the internet while trying to argue the point that literally describes what you're doing. What you have to understand is that some people are going to like it. Some people aren't. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Who gives? What I think you're just pissed about is that they didn't tailor it to your exact specifications. They didn't tailor it to, what you wanted it to be. You posted 1,000 suggestions on the internet. I think another episode should be like this. I think this and that.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
And they didn't make it the way you wanted. So, you're pissed. And I totally understand that. You know what? No, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You know why? Because I didn't go into watching, any new Batman movies with any kind of expectations, and when it was like, oh, well, Joker's face was painted on, it didn't get dyed that way by chemicals in The Dark Knight, guess I have to hate this movie now. No, you know what? I walked into that movie just with an open mind and thinking, what are they going to do? How are they going to make Joker so interesting that he exists in a Christopher Nolan Batman film? Let's see what happens. They got us something amazing. And the guy died playing it. Now that's pretty hardcore. It's pretty metal. So, I don't understand why you guys can't do the same thing with Star Wars. Everything that they produce isn't awful. In fact, everything that Disney's had their hands on so far, I thought was pretty great. I know, I'm just a stupid plebe. But I even tried to meet you guys halfway and grow a little facial hair. But mine actually started to move up my face and didn't stay right here. So, I guess that proves I'm just different than you. Notice how I didn't say better. That's where we differ. You think that just because you have a higher opinion of these things, and that you have some sort of high opinion of yourself, that you hold yourself above everybody, that it actually means it's true, and it doesn't. And that's where a lot of the conflict lies. You guys have self-esteem issues, and it needs to be addressed. I have self-esteem issues. Look at me. I have a bummer body. It's like skinny and fat at the same time, with a few muscly areas, mostly in the pecs, that's it. We all have self-esteem issues. Any person who says that they don't is either deranged or a complete sociopath. The problem, they might be lying, but I don't know. I like to trust people. Hello, darkness, my old friend. My point is, I'm not good at this. But my point is, everyone's got problems, man. And people and whoever. You just have to address your own issues and learn to kind of live in the world with everybody else. Sitting behind your computer and whining about everything isn't solving anything, and it's definitely not getting you anywhere. And the world's going to keep moving on without you, even if you just want to stay in the past and hide. So, this is Brendon with a potentially offensive and anger-inducing episode of Gamer Points. And so, if you like what you saw, please, subscribe and give us a good, nice little review right there in the comments section. If you absolutely hate me, which I kind of hope you do, leave a bunch of negative, nasty comments. I just want the nastiest negative comments. Because people who live in constant conflict with the world take it out on the internet, and on Twitter and everything else, because it's the only place they know how. It's the only way that they get their opinions known, even if it's a really shitty one. But all opinions are either valid or invalid. I don't think it matters. If they're all valid, who cares? If they're all invalid, who cares? So yeah, subscribe, and if you hate me, leave a bunch of nasty comments, because then I might do a reading my own comments video. That'd be pretty cool. So, while you fight your battles on the internet, I'm going to fight my battles in here the best way I know how.
Yeah. Hey.
Take it!
Hey, idiot, you forgot to do the thing. Dude, come on. Oh, for the love of... Game on, everybody.
Man, I love Treasure. I'm gonna have to go raiding again next year. What the heck? Oh, that's what's different about you. Dude, are you alright?
Yeah. Just, marital troubles.
Wait, you're married?
How the hell are you doing that?